I don't know what you're talking about.
You and I, drunk, Saturday night. We used it several times.
I don't remember that.
Sorry. I was eating a Snickers, and I'm drunker than hell.
Officer. Oh, okay. Carry on.
Oh, very good, then. You got any more Snickers?
Go ahead. Mm-hmm.
I love Snickers. I really like Milky Ways.
Do you?
Yes.
It's exciting.
I like soft caramel and chocolate. Okay, so, yeah, bad form for these guys. On the other hand,
allegedly.
On the other hand, Olympic medal winners, so they got that going for them.
So they can do. Hey,
and they're young, good-looking, and fit.
The other big thing that's been in the news that I think is absolutely ridiculous is, did you know that they have to pay taxes on the income that they make from the Olympics?
Yeah.
Okay. Which I completely agree with what most people are saying. Yeah, that's ridiculous that they have to pay taxes on their income that they make at the Olympics. But also, it's equally ridiculous that I have to pay income, or that I have to pay taxes on the income that I make.
Right.
You
haven't won nearly as many Olympic
medals.
Much
as I respect what they do, I think it's awesome. I like it. And I understand that they train for years, right?
Well, is it different?
That's not an argument.
Is it different than a basketball player that makes, $20 million over 10 years and has to pay tax on that?
And has trained for his entire life?
Sure.
Is it different than a geologist that took 8 years of college, of training, preparation, and then gets a job? Is it?
Well, not a.
I mean, it's a choice.
Million.
It's a choice, right? Yeah. When a geologist is going to college, they can still.
It wasn't much.
Eat pizza.
It wasn't much of a choice because I wasn't that great of an athlete.
Well, sure, but you could have went into a different field, like
a good field.
Yeah, something useful to people.
Right.
I can't think of anything
something
that you would have been good at.
IT or something.
Yeah, that would have been right up your alley.
Or
what
do you do?
Anyway, that's my point. I don't do anything.
I know.
That's my point. Yeah, I don't think it matters how much you sacrificed to win a gold medal, right?
Right.
That doesn't mean you shouldn't be taxed on it.
Right.
You shouldn't be taxed on it, but that's because nobody should be taxed on that sort of stuff.
Well, in the old days, they didn't pay athletes to do that.
Now, the thing that I was wondering, people keep saying that they have to pay taxes on the gold medal that they win.
Right.
Are they saying that they're actually paying taxes on the value of the gold medal?
I got to think so.
Or
I
do
read
they
an
get
article.
like $25,000 cash prize?
Oh, they get prizes plus the medal. But the medal is part of that income, I think. The medals are worth about $600, the gold ones.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah, they only put a little bit of gold in there. It's mostly the gold medals
Chocolate?
almost all silver and chocolate. Almost entirely chocolate.
Yeah, really? So the silver medal is almost as good.
Silver, yes, in value.
Yeah.
They spent like $1.3 million on all the medals for the games.
Really?
Yep.
Michael Phelps got most of them?
He got a lot of them. I think there was like 860 medals, something like that.
The refugees got one.
2. Last I looked, they had 2.
A rowing sport, I heard.
No, shooting.
Oh, really?
Was a guy
shooting,
that was
shooting what?
Skeet.
Huh.
It is a competition. I wasn't sure last week. Remember, I said trap for sure.
But skeet is also.
Skeet's in there.
Where are they practicing?
A gold medal. On the raft.
Where are they? Where? No, I'm serious.
In international waters.
I'm absolutely serious. Where are they getting a shotgun and they're allowed to go into a field and practice?
I'm assuming that they were athletes before they became refugees, and they had these skills, and they just probably need to hone them or practice and warm up a little bit.
Sure.
So I don't know.
And someone allows them to do that.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know where they were and where they trained. Maybe they trained for 6 months before the Olympics somewhere.
I would think so.
Probably in the U.S.
If they won a gold medal, I kind of hope so.
Probably
yeah,
in
probably
Switzerland. It's neutral.
Yeah, England.
No,
Yeah,
not
probably.
England. You can't have guns in England.
Well, they have a shooting team.
Yeah, but they keep their guns in France. I'm not kidding.
You can't have guns there either.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's last I heard is they have to practice overseas. God, that's just Jesus.
Yeah, but it keeps
ridiculous.
it safe.
Yeah, nobody dies from skeet shooting anymore. The skeet shooting deaths in the UK were horrendous.
There was one.
There wasn't even one.
Probably not, but I mean, there was probably one accident or a heart attack or something.
But that's not the gun's fault. The heart attack.
Yeah. So there aren't any deaths. There are very few deaths
but
that are actually
the
the gun's
shotgun
fault?
could save you Because if you put the shotgun butt on the guy's chest and you kept loading in shells, it could do CPR.
It could.
Boom, boom. All right, lead on. Boom, boom, boom. All right, breath. Boom, boom.
I don't think they do breaths anymore. I don't think the Red Cross suggests that.
No, they do.
I don't think so.
Yes, they do.
I don't think so.
I don't think you need to do breaths, is what they're saying, if you don't want to. If you're afraid of contacting any kind of disease, you can just do chest compressions. But I think if you want, you can do breaths. But I'm not positive.
The only fan you've ever had, Brian, said geologists rock.
Yeah.
With an apostrophe. He's saying it's the geologists rock. That's not true. There's no apostrophe, but. All right. Let's move on to something else. Like something else that's funny, like hostages being released and $400 million bounties.
Oh, yeah. We talked about that a couple weeks ago.
We did.
You know, apparently we talked and we came up with a figure. It was like $1.3 billion the United States was going to pay Iran on $400 million that they deposited to buy arms in 1979 before the takeover and the coup. And we had kept the money, and we figured that the interest would have been about $10 billion. So they negotiated with an arbitrator, and they agreed on $1.3 billion, which is about the value of what $400 million was in $79. So they didn't really make anything over the last 30, 40 years, whatever. And now they're saying, oh, well, yeah, the White House has said that, yeah, the hostages were released before they received the $400 million. So now it's a ransom. But I'm not sure that that's true. What they could have done is, hey, we owe you $400 million. We'll pay it to you. But since we're going to pay you $400 million, why don't you let some of our people go? I don't know that Iran necessarily was saying, you give us $400 million and we'll let these people go. I think the U.S. bargained it and made a deal out of it. So I don't know that technically it's a hostage payment.
And that sounds kind of like a good idea.
Yeah. Why
well, I don't know. It's not a good idea. I take it back. We don't negotiate with terrorists.
I know, but we do when we owe them money.
Yeah.
And we agree to it. So, you know, it depends on how you want to look at it. But I think it was more,
well,
hey.
it's a little odd that we owe money to terrorists.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're terrorists. It's the country of Iran, right?
Right. The country.
We are not, and we will never be at war with Iran.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I don't know.
Until Trump becomes president.
Then it's Iran in Islam. And if you're in Iran in Islam, you're double trouble.
Getting it twice.
Yep. We'll kill you twice.
Speaking of Trump, you heard what Joe Biden said.
He said
right?
this. He said,
"Have a good time."
No, that was Clinton, Hillary Clinton that said that.
Oh, okay. Well,
but what do I know?
Right.
Yeah.
So, anyways,
are we
going to go there? You might have to check.
It was
the terrible lead-in. I'd try to do better time.
Wait.
How about this?
Terrible.
Yes, ma'am.
Terrible lead-in when you have a soundbite of Joe Biden saying something, and I say, "This is what Joe Biden said," and then pointed at you.
It was Trump.
Let him talk.
Let Joe talk.
I don't like you.
Okay, so check the volume because it's a little low. All right.
I got it.
Apparently, this is Joe Biden talking for Hillary Clinton at a campaign rally. And this is, I don't know, see if you can see the irony.
Someone who lacks this judgment cannot be trusted. There's a guy that follows me, right back here, has the nuclear codes.
Pointing to him.
So God forbid everything happened to the president and I had to make a decision. The codes are with me. He is not qualified to know the code. He can't be trusted.
Well,
I don't know if he can be trusted or not, but
did you see the irony there?
That poor Secret Service guy who has the codes behind him is like, crap. The Russians didn't know who it was until you pointed at me.
Now, and there were 15 Russians there at the rally.
Frank, right here, this guy.
Oh, dos vidonio, baby.
He lives on 32nd and 4th Street.
He's got the codes.
He gets off work at 8 p.m.
That's all right.
He carries the codes around.
They change every 4 or 5 years, so we're right up on that. Now, here's the thing.
4 or 5 years. I'm kidding. I don't
think
say.
it's 4 or
I
5.
don't pretend to know anything about technology.
I
but
know.
the idea that there are codes that get carried around is kind of funny to me.
Wait, should they be tattooed?
Yes, they should. Yeah, that's what we should do.
Every day a new code, new tattoo. This guy retires from the Secret Service. You can't even see him. He's just skin's not even there. It's just black.
Well, there's a lot of them.
A lot of codes.
No, a lot of people.
Oh, you
Secret
could just
Service guys. You want
move 'em out.
rotate them.
Hey, I see you got
Well-
a tattooed code on you.
Well, Bob-
way to go.
Bob's full. Move on.
Girls think that's hot.
What's this number? 0142.
0101010101010.
Yeah, that's what it is.
So
0001 0002.
I don't know. No, the code I think is just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Gotta be.
Mathematically, at one point it will be.
Well, I don't know how they.
If they do it
I
randomly.
don't know how they. Yeah, I don't know how they
So
determine.
I don't know if Trump would reveal the codes or be trusted with them, but we know Joe Biden can.
Apparently, right?
Hillary's in the back smiling, going, "Yeah, that's
Here's the thing, though. Those codes should, and I'm not an expert. They should change often enough that even if somebody did
every 4 or 5
steal
years.
them from that guy,
Yeah.
it wouldn't matter. Because I don't think just having those codes is enough, right? I think you would have to somehow get access to the system that you actually enter the code.
I told you about
and
that.
I would
It's called
hope
nuclear football.
I would hope.
It's a briefcase that hooks up to their system. You type in all of the codes, and you can launch weapons from it. Or at least you can tell people to launch weapons.
right from the briefcase.
Right from that briefcase.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. So that's what I've always... I heard that
we're using the extremely stable and secure wireless technology
Yeah.
to launch nukes.
No, NSA is listening. They can help. And if
The
there's...
NSA was hacked.
well, what I'm saying is...
Like, just
by the time they typed them in, there's not much you can do about it.
who typed them in?
The Biden...
What are you talking about?
The code, the nuclear
I'm saying
code.
if somebody stole the nuclear football,
Oh,
they're going to still have to get to the place that you have to get to type the codes in. And I
No.
imagine there's some sort of security thing that you have to do
no.
also.
No. There's lots of dummy ones out there.
Dummy what?
Nuclear football.
What does that have to do with anything?
Well, I'm saying there's 7 Secret Service guys. They all have exactly the same things handcuffed to their arm, and you don't know which one it is. You have to take them all.
What's your point?
My point would be it's a 1 in 7
I'm
chance.
saying even if a Russian got the right ones,
Yeah, okay.
what's he going to do with them?
Launch missiles
How?
at him?
How?
At
How?
Russia?
How? Having the codes doesn't launch missiles. You have to do something with the codes.
Yeah, you have to type them into the football, the briefcase.
Right into the briefcase, huh?
Yeah.
Just type them right in there.
It looks like
And it's-
exactly like a football.
How do you open
The
it?
threads on top are the keyboard.
Oh, wow.
It's very confusing.
Okay, I'm just saying.
This is high tech.
I'm saying.
This is very interesting.
I'm saying I don't believe that that's all you have to
This is
do,
very
and
interesting.
then nukes get launched.
You know what? After the show, what you'll do is I'd like you to do a little research, type up a
I'm going to do research. What I'm telling you is,
three-page
is-
summary of what they're doing and post it on the website.
I'm not doing that.
I think you should.
I'm not doing that.
I think you should.
I'm saying Biden saying that one of these guys has the codes. All it did was put the guy at risk. It didn't put our nukes or the codes at risk. Maybe the codes, but not launching the nukes. Didn't put it at risk.
Come on, try getting it out.
Get what?
Getting out what you're trying to say.
I said it.
No.
I said it 30 times, and you said there's 7 of them, and it didn't even make any sense.
I don't listen to you. I'm too busy going over the board, looking at everything,
It's all Trump.
communicating with Steve in the control room. and
Oh,
everything else.
you're the one with all the controls in front of you.
right.
Okay.
Finally, people know.
Yeah, right.
Well, Steve's got a few controls.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, where the hell are we? Okay. The Baton Rouge floods.
You know what we need?
Oh boy.
Do you?
Another drink.
Yeah. No, one of those inflatable dams.
I was going to get to that.
Get to it.
Well, our libertarian friend said that those should be mandatory.
The government should make them mandatory?
Well, when